So let's move on to my final choice, which is a sad song. It's a sad times.
I'm having very hard time.
So when Toonami was canceled in 2008, Gil and I, knew it was coming, sort of. Not far, we didn't know when, but we knew the writing was definitely on the wall. Like
there was a guy walking around with a bell going, "The end is nigh."
There was a guy sort of scraping our names off the door. So
they kept measuring us for coffins.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, we just didn't know when. So we, on the sly, we didn't tell anyone, but we spoke to the head of we had a CG department at the time. We spoke to the head of our CG department and said, listen, we need to have something ready if and when Toonami is canceled. And this was, again, before social media.
Tremendous shock to them, doing the math, realizing that we probably would no longer have a CG team.
But they, this is before social media, where nowadays almost every network gives whatever they're canceling an effort. They let it wrap itself up so fans don't bug them for the next 20 years. Adult Swim doesn't always do that, but most of the time networks do that when they can and when they can afford to. But back then, before you got direct fan feedback, people would just yank shit off the air and just be like, "Oh well, it's done," which is it happened all the time. So we just wanted our fans who had stuck with us for 11 years at that point to not just wake up one day and not have us be there. So we spoke to the CG department. Gil, I think you wrote the first draft, and then I took a crack at it, and we were happy with it.
Yeah, and my memory is that this is one of your first tweets after you got on Twitter, and it was something along the lines of like, check it out, the end of Toonami for an announcement. And it wasn't like, great news is coming, but if you were expecting,
you could have read it the wrong way.
You were like, oh, they're getting another total, so people were
mad,
tuning in, psyched to I can't wait to see where it's going to go, and the direction that it went was off.
I just couldn't. I had just started using Twitter, and I didn't really understand quite how things are received. I was just trying to let people know, hey, check it out. You're going to want to know. I said an important announcement is what I said. So anyway, we used. So we had them cut this together, all on the sly, all in their own time. Built it, and then I pulled a song from partners we were working with at the time, from Ghostly Music, who we work with all the time now, and a particular artist named Tycho, who was not really big. He wasn't one of their biggest artists. Now he is one of their biggest artists because of this and because of many other things.
music videos we've cut, another springboard musical career that we've launched.
They have told me we have definitely helped Tycho's profile for sure, and Adult Swim in general, and Toonami. But obviously his own touring, his own releasing of quality music is the number one reason. But this isn't something to sneeze at. So we released it, we soundtracked it with this Tycho song, and it just, I think, was a really good, mournful, sad thing that went well with what we made. And this video kind of went viral. It's been posted 50 times, and some of them have 150,000 views, some of them have 75,000. It's just something that every Toonami fan goes back and looks at.
And kept on for a while. People would still comment oh, I wish this was coming back after we've been back on the air. I think Shy of Farts Lightning might have eclipsed it but that was more of a singular point of viral videos.
Lightning farting. But and it's more fun than this one.
Sure.
So this is Tom's Farewell, our original cancellation notice, one that we hopefully won't have to do again for a long time, if ever. But
tune in this Saturday night at the end of Toonami for a special announcement.
He's just kidding. And set to the sounds of Tycho, so check this out.
Well, this is the end, beautiful friends. After more than 11 years, this is Toonami, who've made this journey with us. Toonami wouldn't have been anything without you. Hopefully, we've left you with some good memories. So, until we meet again, stay gold. Bang.
So many people thought that when he jumped off the edge there that he was just dead. That it was so many of the comments were like, what? Mm-hmm. And then we originally had him exploding in the background. and then just gently fading to black. But we needed to make that a 20-second piece, so we let him live for a little while.
But yeah, people still come and reference the Stay Gold reference and the Bang. But people remember it, I think, largely also because of the music. So for me, that's something people always talk about, a key Toonami musical moment.
Yeah, I mean, the chord progression at the beginning is just like, oh, this is... The sad feels are
sad times
coming on.